Hello everyone, I'm Alicia and welcome to my Beautiful Nights channel. So I have been playing with July's 2018 dollar bead box, and remember I opened the subscription live with you guys on camera, and my favorite bead in that box were these green czech leaf beads. They're so neat. I've never worked with this shape before. Instead of having the hole drilled through the side, the hole is straight through the top of the bead. So I was really excited to play with these leaves and see what kind of flower I can come up with. I'm going to be making a fifth flower with you guys, and I'll be putting it right here, and I'll have a total of 5 flowers. And I love these color combinations. It looks like a jungle color theme to me. It's really pretty. And if you want, you don't have to make a necklace like I am. You can make like 3 into a necklace. You can do 1 into a necklace. You can make 3 in a ring that matches your necklace, and then with the rest of the beads you can make another ring and give that to a friend, or you can make 5 beaded rings. And if you want to learn how to make this flower into a beaded ring, go to my ring playlist and you'll see how I've done, I think it's like 3 or 4 videos, maybe more, on beaded flower rings, and you can learn how to add a ring band to the flower by one of my old videos. And this is a ring here that I have a tutorial on, and you'll see it in my ring playlist. It's pretty easy to make this flower, and it's pretty fast to make it. I made all 4 of these last night after I figured out what flower design I wanted to end up going with, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. And I'm going to zoom in and show you guys what it looks like up close. They're really pretty. And here is what the back looks like. I'm connecting these flowers together with chain and jump rings, and I really like how it turned out. It looks pretty cool, and I'm excited to see what it's going to be like, and hopefully it'll lay properly. If it doesn't, I'll have to make some adjustments. So I'm really excited to make this with you guys. Let's get started. Here is the list of materials you will need to make a flower, and the materials you will need to make this necklace. To make 1 flower, you will need to cut 2 feet of 10-pound monofilament. To make 5 flowers, you will need to cut 5 pieces, and each piece will be 2 feet long of the 10-pound monofilament. You will also need 5 9x14mm czech glass leaf beads. If you're making a necklace, you will need 25 of them. You will need 5 7x14mm czech glass dagger beads. If you're making a necklace, you will need 25 of them. You will need 5 4mm czech glass fire polish beads. You will need 25 of them if you're making a necklace. You will need 8 seed beads. I'm using an orange opaque. You will need 11 seed beads, and you will also need 10 8mm jump rings, which are connecting the flowers onto the chain, and you will need a chain. I'm using rolo chain. I got this chain from Walmart. It's an antique copper color. It's just over $3, and it comes with a lobster claw clasp. So this is a list of materials. Remember, I always put the list down there in the description bar so you guys can see everything you'll need. So I cut a 2-foot piece of 10-pound monofilament, and I colored the ends with nail polish. This one's red, this one's black. And now I'm ready to pick up my beads. And I'm going to start by picking up the 5 11 seed beads. So I'm only having the 11 seed beads in the center of the flower. The bottom of the flower is going to have 8 seed beads. Okay, so here's my 5. I'm going to slide these down, and I'm going to crisscross my ends through the 5th bead. Put my ends together. Bring the 5th bead down to the center. Find the center of the string, and I want to have a little circle of 5 seed beads, okay? So once I have that, and I'm then going to take my string and I'm going to pick up a 4mm bead, and then I'm going to pick up a leaf bead. So I'm going to have my leaves going in this direction with a curve like that, okay? So I'm going to pass with my red string up through the bead, slide this down, okay? So I'm working on the back of this. I'm working on the flower upside down. So you can see it's curving like that, okay? Then I'm going to pick up my dagger bead, and then another leaf bead. So I'll let those slide. So I could see I have to go in this direction, so my curve needs to be like this, okay, to match the curve of my other leaf. So then I have to go down through this bead, okay? So pass through there, and then I have to pick up another 4mm, just like that, and I'm going to crisscross through these two beads. Bring that down. And now when you look at it, the curve of the leaves are going in the same direction, okay? So now I'm going to take this string that's up here by the 11-0 seed beads, and I have to pass through the next 11-0. And the string I'm working with is red. Okay, so through that next seed bead, just like that. Again, I'm working with this upside down. Okay, so now I'm going to pick up another dagger bead. And I was actually working with it in this direction, and then it flipped on me, so yes, okay. So I'm working on it in this direction. So my curve's going like this. So I just picked up a dagger, and with the black string I'm going to pick up another leaf, so I have to go through the leaf bead this way, okay, because that's how it's going to sit. And then after I do that, I pick up a 4mm, and then I take my other string and I crisscross through these two beads and bring these beads down. Okay, so again, the curve of the leaf should be going in the same direction, and that's what the bottom's going to look like. So now I'm going to take this string and pass through the next seed bead, just like that. Pull through and pull this tight. Again, I'm laying it like this. With the string that's coming out of the bottom of the leaf, I'm picking up my dagger bead, and then I'm going to pick up my leaf, and the leaf has to be like this, so I pass through it this way, and then I pick up a 4mm, and then I crisscross through these two beads. Bring them down. And again, you can see all of my leaves are going in the right direction. Okay, pulling it tight, flip these beads around, take this string and pass through the next 11-0 seed bead. Then again, I flip it upside down. I pick up a dagger with the string that's coming out of the bottom of the leaf. Slide that down. Okay, and then I have to pick up my last leaf, and I need it to go in this direction. So I'm going to pass the string through that bead, and then I'm going to pick up my 4mm, and then I'm going to cross through these two beads. Now, the nail polish stays better on the monofilament, but I kind of feel like it's harder to pass through beads because it's like resisting. It's restricting me from sliding the beads on so well. Okay, so now I have this. I have to take this string, pass through this seed bead, through the 4mm, and through the leaf bead. And I'm right-handed, so I'm going to have to turn this around and pass through the seed bead. I might have to do one bead at a time. Okay, so there I am through the seed bead and through the 4mm. Pull that through. Okay, you can see that's what I have now. And then I have to take this string and go through the leaf. Just the leaf, not the dagger. Just like that. Pull it through. Then I'm going to pick up my last dagger and crisscross through it. Bring it down and pull it tight. Okay, so you can see how my flower's kind of backed in all crazy, and that's because I have to put my seed beads on the back to control it. Okay, so this is what you should have, and you can see all of my leaf beads are going in the same direction. You can push this down in the center. It helps to straighten the beads out. And these here turn, because you can see that has a dark blue up, and that's because I turned them after I was done. Okay, so now I'm going to do the seed beads, the 8/0 seed beads. So I'm going to pick up 4 seed beads, slide 3 down, and cross through the 4th one. Just like that. Okay, this is going to keep my dagger beads in place. Then I'm going to take this string here, the one that's pointing down, and I'm going to go through the next dagger. Just like that. Pull that through. Now I have this. Now I'm going to take the string on the top that's coming out of the seed bead, and I'm going to pick up 3 of my 8/0s and crisscross through the 3rd one. Bring that down, and again, see how it goes around the dagger. Pull it tight. Now I have to take this string here and pass through the next dagger bead. So the string I'm using is the one that's going towards the green leaf, okay? So through there. So now I have this string here on the top coming out of the seed beads. That's the one I take and pick up 3 seed beads with. I'm going to crisscross through the 3rd bead and bring these beads down. Just like that. This string here that's going down, I have to pass through the dagger with that one. So just like this. Just go through the dagger. Be careful not to pass through any other beads. And careful that you don't get stuck on the leaf or the dagger. Sometimes the monofilament will wrap around them. And then again, with the string that's coming out of the seed beads, I'm going to take that one and pick up 3 beads. And then crisscross through the 3rd one. Bring it down. Just like this. Okay, I'm almost ready to close this up. Now I'm going to take this string, the one that's going towards the green leaf, and I'm going to go through the last dagger here. See that right there? Just went through there. Pull this through. Okay, and then I'm going to turn this because I need this string to come up through the 8/0 seed bead. Just like that. And now both of my strings are coming out of the same spot on each side. I'm going to pick up 2 seed beads and crisscross through them and pull this tight. Okay, so now we have this. So let's see here, are my strings the same length? Yes, they're the same length, so it doesn't matter. So now I'm going to take and I have to reinforce this. There's no thread path here, there, here, or there. Okay, I have to make a complete circle. So I'm going to take this string and I'm going to pass through these 2 8/0 seed beads. Just like that, okay? Pull that through, and then I'm going to pass through these 2. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my strings to meet each other. Okay, so pull that through. I'm going to turn this and then take my black string through 4 beads, just like I did with the red one, passing through these 2, and then through these, okay, and now both of my strings are touching. So I'm going to tie this off, and I love how this ties off. It's so easy. Okay, pulling that tight. I'm just going to tie a surgeon's knot. I'm going to go over and under one time, bring this down, pull that tight, over and under twice, bring that down, right there's my knot, pull it tight. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie another knot here, one here, and then I pass my string through these 2 beads. And then I'm going to take my other string, pass through these 2, tie a knot here, pass through these 2, tie a knot there, then pass through those 2, and then when I have both of my strings coming out of those 2 beads on each side, I snip them off. So I'm just going to show you real quick. I'm going to pass through. You may have to pull the knot like that out of the beads. Sometimes they want to go in there, so pull it away. And then you will be able to pass through, just like that. Okay. And you may need a tweezer for this. I didn't need a tweezer when I did it, but because I'm filming, I might need a tweezer, because that's just how things work when you film. So you can also pull this up, and you want to get your string to go into that tiny little triangle. There's a triangle right there. Okay, so you want to open that up and pass your string through there. Okay, just like that. See this little triangle of monofilament? I went through there, made a loop, go through the loop twice, just like this, pull the knot down. Okay, and then pass through the next 2 beads, just like that, and tie another knot right there and pass through these 2. Okay, don't cut the string. Then go to this one and do the same thing. Okay, let's see, where am I at? Right there's my knot. So I'm going to pass through those 2, tie a knot, pass through these 2, tie a knot, then pass my string through these 2 beads, and both of my strings will be exiting just like this out of the same 2 beads. Pull them both tight, and then come in and trim off your tails, and that's it. Then you're ready to make the rest of your flowers and connect them together into a necklace. And I'm going to finish tying this off, and I'll come back and I'll show you how to make the flowers into a necklace. So I made my own 8mm jump rings with mandrel pliers because I didn't have any on hand, and I'm using, I told you guys already, rolo chain from Walmart. It's this antique copper color. These here will tarnish and match this. What I did is I put 5 links in between each flower, and I have 2 jump rings on each flower. So I'm going to be attaching a jump ring here and one here. Okay, so I'm coming in with my pliers, and I like to use the bent chain nose pliers to do this. Bend this open, okay, and go under these 2 beads, and then come around and go under the next 2 beads and come out just like that. So you can see I've kind of captured a bead there. Okay, and then I have to close this up. Just like that. And then I'm going to open my other jump ring. So then I'm going to come over here or over here. It does not matter. Go under these 2. put those two there. And actually I need to attach this onto my chain because this here is already closed. So I need it to be like this. And you want to make sure that your chain links are laying right, because if they're not, your necklace is going to be flipping. Okay, so I need to attach it just like this. Is that right? Let's see. Okay. Now I'm going to close it. Okay. So here we go. It looks great. So now what I'm going to do, instead of measuring the length of this and then trying to get the sides right, it's going to be a pain in the butt. What I like to do is I just put it on my neck the way it is right now. Okay, I wrap all of this chain around my neck and I hold it like this on the side, and I adjust this up and down, and the piece goes up and down on my neck, and I adjust it where I want it to be. And then when I find the place that I like it, I hold that spot in the chain, I come and open it up, and I attach it to the jump ring. Okay, and then when that's attached to there, okay, pretend this is no longer on there and pretend this is attached. What I then do is I put my chain together like this. Okay, I pull it tight and I find the very center link and I open that link, and then I put on my lobster claw clasp. And what I really love about this chain is that it's totally adjustable. You can adjust this to any length you want. The lobster claw will connect onto any one of these rings. So this is how I do my necklace. I don't really measure it. I just eyeball it on my neck and get it to how I want it to be. So this is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like this video, leave me a comment, and subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. Don't forget to click the bell button so you get notified when I upload new videos, and like me on Facebook. And don't forget to share pictures of the jewelry you've made from my videos on my Facebook page, and follow me on Pinterest. Thanks for watching.